I'm Jonathan Lucenay. Welcome to Advertising Hacks. So hack number 4 is don't confuse the customer. Probably the most violated principle of marketing. Here's what that looks like. Customer gets an ad. In the ad, they click on choose your car. Now, where does that link take them? To a VDP? Because if it goes to a VDP, what you've done is you've given the customer a headache. And this happens over and over and over. You'll have this specialized ad, right? The customer clicks on the hook and they land on either a VDP that has nothing to do with that ad, or they land on your homepage where they can now search every vehicle, but that's not what they're interested in. Here's how it looks when it's done properly. Guy receives an offer. This particular offer may be hard to read from the back, is a payment challenge offer. If we can't make your payment, if we can't lower your payment, we'll make it for you. And he clicks on it, and he goes to a landing page that explains the offer and gives him the chance to raise his hand and say, I want to be a part of that. That's logical. It doesn't confuse the customer. And really in marketing, one of our jobs, once we've identified the right audience, is to reduce friction, right? We've got to make it easy for the customer to buy. We want to build momentum and drive through that. Do you know what your average AdWords cost per click is? So industry average is $1.53. That doesn't make, if you're at $6, that doesn't make your average cost bad. In fact, you may be more effective than somebody who's 53 cents. It's market driven. Large market for a very specific word like Ford F-150 for sale. The large market cost is going to be $8 to $12 to bid and win that auction for that customer. But in a smaller market, that same word is going to cost you $4 to $7. Is use data to time your ads. So I got a question for you guys. Most of you guys are frontline. You deal with the marketing day to day. What time of day do you have the best click-through rate? This is their results. Their best time of day, so 6 a.m. to right here is noon. By a landslide for this particular set of dealers, 6 a.m. to 12 p.m., they killed it. And by the time they got to the 6 p.m. to 12 p.m., they were right on industry average. What day of the week has the best click-through rate? And clearly they do a good job above industry average every day, but significantly better on Thursday and Friday than they do every other day of the week. How would you use this data to drive your purchasing of ads? Well, if you're buying programmatically, I'm going to bid higher for the times when I'm getting the highest click-through rate. I'm going to serve my ads there, and I'm going to pull down my bid on times when I'm not getting anything. Like for this particular dealer, I'd probably just turn it off and not bid between midnight and 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. What's the point? Hack number 7 is double down on your wins. And what that means, if you took this one tip and applied it for 1 year, I virtually guarantee you would have a 25 to 30% lift in the effectiveness of your marketing. What you have to do is you have to make sure you use the same dates. The same spend is essential because as soon as you add multiple variables into a champion challenger test, get it down to a single variable. In this particular one, the champion and the challenger, they only had to target and place the ads. So it's you go serve the ads. This vendor, you go serve the ads. That vendor, same creative. This particular case was same spend. It was run 6/1 through 6/30. So in June of this year, the champion had 9,200 visits, new users, and the challenger had 20,000 visits. The time on site, again, in favor of the challenger. And you see how they're doing it. It's pretty easy. The dealer just put his champion in one place, brought in a challenger, and said, all right, what are the results? Kept all the variables the same. And if I looked at that as a dealer, the next month I would probably say, I'm going to spend more money with the challenger and less money with the champion. This particular dealer, when I talked to him about it, said, no, I kept them the same the following month, and the same thing happened. So then he shifted more money to the challenger. Guys, the thing about our business is it's a relationship business, and the vendors you make the deep relationship with that jump in your business together with you and start to solve problems and attack things, and don't feel threatened are going to be good vendors for you if they're working. This keeps them honest.